do you carry that flag? Because this is my heritage. My family fought to save their farm under this flag. Who was working that farm? My family was. Who was working the farm? They were poor. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?
A video that ages quite poorly for the pro-Confederacy MAGA crowd can only be followed up with this joke from comedian Steve Hofstetter.
I'm not saying rednecks shouldn't be allowed to vote. Obviously, every American citizen should be guaranteed the right to vote. I just think that theirs should count a little bit less. Like, not a lot less, just a little bit. Like, I don't know, 3/5.
Absolutely brilliant. The Professional has more in store on the current state of affairs.
Jews will not replace us!
Hofstetter also touched on the return of Nazism and how MAGA have embraced it, or are just Nazis, when going through a bit in one set.
I think it's amazing what people try to blame on Jewish people. Like Vladimir Putin said that Jews fixed the election for Trump. And a whole bunch of people on Twitter were like, yeah, that's what happened. Jews fixed the election for Trump. For Trump? Are you stupid? Jews fixed the election for Trump. For Trump. Not Bernie, but Trump. Really. Not the one time we've ever had a shot at the presidency, we fixed it for the other guy. Are you kidding me? The only way I would believe that Jews fixed the... off. Okay. I am in the middle of a thought. Let me finish my thought. Like I said, I didn't buy a ticket to see you. Okay, so... But let's explore your point. What was it that you thought was so important? What do you say? What? She left. She was straight up offended that I was making fun of Nazis. That is amazing. Oh man, I liked it better when they wore pillowcases.
Ditto. It is rather hilarious, however, that the Heckler walked out at this point in time, which it seems to show how her politics align.
You keep referring to Neely as the victim. I think Penny is the victim in this case, and I think the people on that, I think people on the train are the victims.
I have a tendency to call the people who die a victim. We have different ideas about that, but to my mind, someone lost a child, and I'm always going to feel for that person. That's just how I'm built. It's like a Christian thing. But the reason why I'm asking is...
Are you saying I'm not a Christian?
I'm not at all. I just want to make sure that you understand it's a values-based comment.
Are you saying I don't have any values?
Not a political one.
Are you saying I don't have any
values?
No,
Scott, she's not saying that.
He is, but he needs a clip for the internet, so I need to
Exactly.
Let me just help you understand. If you're on the American left tonight, here's my chart. The good guys today, Daniel Penny. The bad guys, Luigi Mangione. It seems to me.
How do you?
Everybody
what's
on the left,
chart for victims?
I'm just telling you what I see out in the world.
I know. I just want you to finish the
today.
chart.
Which
victim is good and victim is bad.
What I'm telling you is
that's not on the second page.
I want you to watch this. Okay, take it in and understand CNN is providing this model in an effort to draw in MAGA to their shows. It has not worked and only delegitimizes what they are doing by giving air to folks like Scott Jennings. Thus, we cue up Steve Hofstetter.
We have to hear about these idiots enough. We have to hear about these idiots because CNN interviews them, right? Like the only reason I know what the Proud Boys are is because they're on TV all the time. Why the are they giving airtime to white supremacist groups? I don't understand it. And they say it's because there are two sides to every story, right? You hear that doctrine, there are two sides to every story. But I don't think that's true. Some stories are pretty one-sided. If your house burnt down, would you want CNN to interview the arsonist? We gotta be fair, there are two sides to every story. Let's hear what the arsonist has to say. Maybe he's got a good explanation for why he burned your house down. Arsonist on pound and look, my mother was an arsonist. My father was an arsonist. I'm afraid they're trying to put us all out. Dan Coulter's next to it being arsonist making a lot of good points, gotta listen to the arsonist. I'm watching being and move closer to the fire. Obviously a joke. The devil doesn't burn. But
because it makes too much sense after watching the dumpster fire that is these roundtable discussions. Jennings is Coulter in this example. He is the supporter of the arsonist.
Neo-Nazis don't love me. They kind of hate me, actually.
Following the KKK, neo-Nazis.
Those people don't like me.
Are you like the hipster version of the neo-Nazi movement?
It's Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
Keep this in mind as we revisit Hofstetter and the free speech debate.
Then on the other side of the equation, you've got the free speech idiots. You've got the free speech people who, like the people who are like, oh, we gotta listen to the Nazis because we gotta protect free speech. But that's not what free speech means. Free speech doesn't mean we have to listen to you. It doesn't mean we have to put you on television. It doesn't mean we can't punch you in the face. That is a different law. It just means the government can't arrest you for what you have to say. That's all free speech should ever mean. I don't want free speech applying to the private sector. That'd be insane. If you think free speech applies to the private sector, walk into work Monday morning. Walk right up to your boss. Lean in real close. And just go, bet I could your kids. Free speech. See if you hold on to that job. You'll be fired before they can call HR. Be like, no, please don't fire me. I've never touched your kids or paid attention in school. Please hear me out. There are two sides to every story.
Want to see one of the best comics in person? Head to stevehofstetter.com for tour updates, his Instagram, where he is approaching a massive 300,000 followers, and his YouTube channel for more long-form content. Support this progressive comedian wherever you can.
Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYTsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.